Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Risky and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make dark trap beats for artists like EST Gee, Doe Boy, or Nardo Wick in FL Studio. I'm going to be doing a full cookup from scratch today. I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing so you guys get a deeper understanding of how to make these types of beats. So let's get right into it. But before we do, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's get it. Alright, so to start, I know I want to turn the BPM up to like 150, 152. And the way I do these beats is I always go into Analog Lab first, and I just grab this American Home Clean piano so I can lay down some chords and like actually hear them. But let's do this. We'll start with the F, which is the root note. We'll go up and we'll make a power chord, which a power chord is just a 1 in the 5th. And when you make a power chord, it's really cool because it can have sort of like a dark or mysterious vibe with just these two notes. And then what you can do is you can like go up another note and add the 6th in here, and then you can repeat it and like maybe bring this one down here. So let's just hear what this sounds like. Yeah, so that's like a cool little vibe, cool little foundation already. Next thing I do is I always go into FL keys. Let's assign this to number 2. I go down to like anywhere between the 2nd octave and the 3rd octave, and I'll lay down my bass notes. So since the bass note is F, I'm gonna put that down there, and let's hear what this sounds like. So that could already be like the melody. Like the melodies don't have to be anything too crazy. It's really just about which chords you select and then sound selection. Like that's the key for the melodies. So next up, let's just grab this Growler Moog sub bass from Omnisphere, lay it down on our root notes, and this is what the melodies sound like. So it's already got like an evil dark vibe to it. I like the sound of this piano. Normally I switch it out and put like a pad or something, which I'm still gonna do that, but I think I want to leave the piano in here as well. So let's go to Try Freeze is Takeover One Shot Kit, and I think it's this pad. That's Ecstasy. I like this pad a lot, so let's just copy that in there. And the way I just quickly copy that is I'm on Mac, so I hit Control C on this one, and then I went down here and hit Control V. Yeah, super easy. Sorry, the way I copy this is Command C, Command V, and just does it super quick. So for this one shot, let's turn the attack down a bit, turn up the hold, and then we'll just leave this how it is. And let's hear what the pad sounds like. So I like that sound of the pad, but I don't know if I want it to play the same thing as the piano. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Option A. If you're on Windows, it would be Alt A to arpeggiate the notes from the chord. And let's hear what this sounds like. Yeah, I don't necessarily like that. Let's try going up an octave and then doing that. So that's not sounding as good as I want it to, but what I'm gonna do is go into the mixer, maybe add a halftime on top of it. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing around with the band, so that's only half-timing these frequencies and not the low end of the melody. And I'm gonna play around with this, maybe go on to FX. And I like emeralds. Crystallizer is a super cool plugin for spicing up your melodies and just making them, you know, have that extra texture or whatever, but I haven't really played around enough with it, so I have to turn this mix level down to like 10% because I don't want it to be crazy. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all the melodies, transpose down 2 semitones so that we're now on the scale of D sharp minor instead of F minor. Going to go into Try Freeze's ATL Culture Kit. Going to grab the Yeet Bell, Science number 5, go into here. I know it's in the key of C. I'm just going to play around with the envelope, turn the attack, decay, sustain, release down, turn the hold up all the way, make it cut itself. So that sounds too high, so I'm gonna pitch it down an octave. So that's cool. This melody's sounding a bit better, but as you can hear, that crystallizer does not want to stop, so let's turn it down to like... Alright, so I think that's good enough to start the drums. I kind of want to switch out this sound actually for a different pad. So let's go back into the Takeover one-shot kit. Let's go into pads. Let's try this one. Perfect. Perfect. So now I'm holding Command on Mac and I'm just dragging over all of my melodies, and I just drag them down so that I can start leveling them a bit. Whenever I level my melodies, I usually like start with the bass and the bass piano, just because like it's probably gonna be the quietest part, so I don't know why I do that, but it's just what I do. So let's do that. So that sound good. Keep the bell there. Let's do. I think I just want to add a couple more notes to this piano. Let's make it a little bit faster. So let's do like... So let's do that. So that's sounding good. Maybe I do want to layer that piano with a pad, but let's just EQ some of this. Let's add Portal to it. I'm not as big of a fan of portals as I thought I would be. I see Bear producers use it, and I don't know, I need to spend more time playing around with some of these VSTs and plugins and stuff, because I'm bad for that with like actually spending the time trying to learn what certain VSTs do. Let's actually just solo this. Alright, maybe Portal ain't that bad, because that sounded kind of good. I'm not even gonna hate on Portal. Alright, so let's do that. And then let's actually go into Atmosphere and just grab some more realistic sounding strings. This one's always fire, but I like to turn the attack down a bit so that the notes play quicker. Copy this in here. And then... Yeah, that's gonna be fire for like a bridge or a hook or something. I just want to EQ this. Maybe throw Portal on too. So I think the melody's done. I just need to quickly transpose it down too. Alright, let's get started on the drums now. I've been using this kit a lot lately. Shout out to Try Freeze. This is such a like fire free kit, which by the way I actually forgot. What I do for my master beats nowadays is I literally just go to Try Freeze's soft clipper stock and like listen to how much like louder and fuller the melodies are about to be. Like I swear it just sauces, like it doesn't even sauce them, it just like gets them to where they should be, you know? Let's use this wicked hat. Fill 2 steps, right click, Command L to make them all the same length. Let's go to 1/6 beat, cause yeah, I like using 1/6 beat for a lot of like, I call them like baby rolls, cause they're not like the super fast 1/3 step or 1/6 step rolls, but they add a lot of bounce to your beat. So like, alright, let's put one of these rolls right where the clap's gonna hit. And then here's where you go for a faster roll at the end of your 2-bar pattern. So then you do something like that. And next what you do is you highlight it all, delete it, copy it over again. And then just for some variation, you go to the end of the 8 bars and you do a 1/6 step roll. Because obviously you need variation in your beats to keep it interesting. Like, you don't want just a 4-bar or 2-bar pattern playing the entire time, which there are some beats that sound hard that do that, but you just have to do like little tricks to keep like people interested, keep their ears interested in what they're hearing. So a way I like to do that is usually just keep like first 4 bars pretty simple, copy that over, and then make like minor changes to it like I just did by changing this roll. So but now we're gonna have to Command B to copy all of our melodies over. So now the hi-hats are done. I don't know if I'm hearing a clap or a snare on this. We'll start with this vanilla clap. Maybe just use a snare for an accent. Selecting this region, and I'm just saying Command B to copy that clap over. Actually, I think this piano does need to change. I was liking this piano, but I know for sure I need to get rid of these notes. I'm just gonna mute it while I build out the rest of the drums, and then I'll go back and find a different sound for it. I like making these types of beats because you don't have to do like anything too crazy to your melodies, but sound selection is important. Like, sound selection can make or break the beats, because like this pad here that I pulled out that Try Freeze kit, like it sounds so much better like that than the other one did, and it's literally the same melody. So let's do something like this for the 808. Hard. This is gonna be super hard when it's done. Alright, let me turn that down a bit because I feel like your guys' ears are bleeding. That's gonna be crazy. Alright, so let's do something like that. For here, I'm gonna change the roll and do like a 1/3 step, except I'm gonna go all the way up an octave to D sharp. So we're gonna have to do something like this. Maybe that doesn't sound good like that. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is forget this roll even existed in the first 4 bars, and we're just gonna do something like this instead. So now let's hear the 808 pattern. Alright, this F note needs to come back over here. So let's layer an open hi-hat on the 808, so I want it here. You know what? I don't even want that open hi-hat. I don't even want that open hat. Let's go to this one. Alright, let's go to the basic one. Turn off loop points. Alright, so next I want to add like a snare to use as sort of like an accent to the clap and for some rolls. So I think I want to use the Zay snare from Rio's 25K kit. Shout out Rio, this kit's fire. Alright, so and I want to change the snare to the 808 Mafia one from the same kit. And I'm just going to copy this over, go into the magnet, and let's go to 1/3 step, and let's do a roll here. So we're gonna do something like this. So yeah, that's cool. And then we're gonna do the same thing over here. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for the beat, guys. Let me transpose this down another 2. And oh, I need a kick. People be saying using kicks in your beats is dead. It's not dead. It's not dead. I love using kicks in my beats. If you're like me and you're too lazy to sidechain your kick to your 808 so that your kick hits like over top of the 808, hit reverse polarity and it does pretty much the same trick, I swear. Last thing we need to do is just replace this piano. So let's look at my analog lab kits. Let's look at Spectre maybe. Although I feel like this is more like R&B style. Yeah. Which I do have an R&B melody tutorial coming soon. I'm making a lot of R&B beats, believe it or not. Yeah, I just need to find like something that works. I like that, but I just don't know if that's like too much of the same, having those 2 strings going, because I have the strings from Omnisphere and the strings from Analog Lab, so I think that works. I think that works for sure. So let's drag this down, hit Command L to assign all of those to a mixer channel or mixer track, drag these down. I apologize if this is about to be a bit loud, but one thing I like to do with my 808 is I like to go into this EQ right in like the mixer channel itself. I like to turn the EQ band 1 up just a tiny bit. But now that the pattern is done, let's split by channel. And let's build out the arrangement. So, alright, so for the arrangement, I think I'm gonna start with most of the instruments actually, and then I'm gonna add the drums like in the second 8 bars. Yeah, let's try like this maybe. Let's do it like that, and then yeah, we'll have that come in for the second 8 bars, and then we'll bring our second string in. So we'll do this, we'll copy this over, we'll take our kick and our snare out, and let's hear how this sounds. Alright, so I'm just messing around with some ideas for the intro here. Let's try putting like a halftime on it, and let's create an automation clip. That's cool. Alright, and then let's put this wet transition right here. Change it to generic and stretch. Hit Command L to assign to a mixer track. And this one, I feel like I always need to like put like right there. So a way that you can like adjust your audio clips like this is you select it, hold shift, and just play around with your mouse wheel. So let's do it like right here. This, let's have that carry over. Let's do like Let's do a cut like right there. So for the second verse, what I'm doing here is instead of having this instrument, which has been playing the entire beat so far, so I switched it out with the instruments that only came in the hook, which is this pad one shot from that Tri-Freeze kit. I guess, oh, I've been saying it wrong. Shout out Logan Pikelko. Shout out Logan Pikelko. This pad is hard. But anyway, what I did is I took out the sounds I've been playing in the entire beat for the second verse, and I brought in some sounds that weren't played as much just to switch up a bit, make the second verse a little bit more interesting. Here I'm just playing a little outro where like the melodies are playing with the 808, and then it's just gonna come back into the hook, which I'm going to go into the master channel, right click, create automation clip, and just have the volume fade out here. And I like to do this for outros on a lot of my beats. Alright, that's it guys. That's how you make dark trap beats for artists like EST Gee, Doe Boy, Nardo Wick, and FL Studio. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was a little bit more comprehensive than my other videos have been, so I really hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys can take away what you saw in this video and make something of your own. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I'm gonna be back next week with another tutorial for you guys. So stay tuned till then, and I appreciate the support. Peace.